My name is Erin Benjamin, and this is my summary of learning for EC&I833, Foundations of Educational Technology. This course has allowed me to reflect upon the history, theory, and practice of using educational technology, and it has increased my ability to integrate EdTech into my teaching practice. Throughout this summary of learning, I would like to shine light on the most significant learnings I had this semester. Although I've taken a few courses in educational technology, I still entered this course generally defining EdTech as the devices I use to support a generation of digital learners. Within the first few classes, I was reminded to view technology in a wider sense, realizing that the hard technologies have tremendous impacts, but it's also the soft technologies, the processes, the experiences that I can't physically touch that also define EdTech. Neil Postman states, "The best way to view technology is as a strange intruder. To remember that technology is not a part of God's plan, but a product of human creativity and hubris, and that its capacity for good or evil rests entirely on human awareness of what it does for us and to us." Whether we consider technology to be the printing press, the radio, or the internet, I am reminded that there have always been proponents and opponents to these advancements. Similarly, within education today, there are supporters and critics who may influence how technology is integrated into teaching and learning. But it is important to recognize the evolution and incredible expansion of EdTech throughout history. With this historical understanding in mind, I can understand technology's capacity for good within education. This semester has allowed me to understand that with the evolution of EdTech, we also have evolving paradigms of teaching and learning. Although behaviorism and cognitivism still guide many school experiences today, EdTech is allowing the acquisition of knowledge to change. Through the support of technology, students are learning and constructing their own knowledge through experiences online. George Siemens' theory of connectivism allows me to understand the power that social media and PLNs have in guiding students to gain their own knowledge. I have been challenged this semester to reconsider my role to a co-constructor of knowledge and not the expert within the classroom. While looking at the history of EdTech, it's evident that educational television and educational software have been important in engaging learners digitally. It was through television programs such as Sesame Street that we realized children could be engaged through digital media, and this could then lead to learning. Different EdTech presentation tools have also broadened the possibilities for delivering content to others. This delivery of content characterizes Web 1.0. Through my group's presentation this semester, I came to realize that Web 1.0 represents a read-only ecology, where Internet users were consumers of knowledge. I understand Web 2.0 to be a read-write web, where Internet users have the capability to produce content, not merely consume it. With Web 2.0 came social media, which also leads to greater communication and collaboration on a global scale. Web 2.0, or the social web, has led to the creation of socially designed products to enhance learning. I was introduced to many new tools this semester that I define as socially designed. While looking at assessment technologies, I now have a toolbox of formative assessment tools such as Seesaw, Plickers, Kahoot, and Mentimeter that engage learners in constructing their understanding. Taking a look at assistive technologies this semester has also helped me realize how the evolution of EdTech has allowed learners to receive the necessary supports to be successful. Assistive technologies and the concept of universal design for learning makes me hopeful that all learners can receive the necessary supports. With this, I hope that the stigma associated with using assistive tech is erased. Being introduced to virtual reality and augmented reality this semester really helped me understand where the future of EdTech lies. Within an elementary education context, I envision virtual reality being used to allow students to experience parts of the world that they wouldn't be able to experience otherwise. While a trip to NASA, or deep within the ocean, or even to Mars is pretty cool, I think the true power beneath virtual reality is its capability to build empathy and compassion among students. I think my students would gain a greater understanding of, say, children's rights if they were able to experience this firsthand. This learning journey this semester has, however, led me to question who these advancements are serving. Postman states, "For every advantage a new technology offers, there's always a corresponding disadvantage. I do not discredit that the evolution of EdTech has incredible benefits, but I feel that they are benefiting those who have access, those who are already in positions of power and privilege. Those who are disadvantaged, in many cases, are becoming further disadvantaged by the advancement of EdTech. I'm still mulling over my thoughts of access and privilege, and I don't have an answer. These points will not keep me from exploring new forms of EdTech with my students, but I feel that it's important that we shine light on the fact that many are not benefiting from EdTech due to lack of access. I've learned a great deal this semester through connecting with the EC&I833 classmates. My biggest takeaway from this class is that we're in an age of social learning where there's great power from collaborating and connecting online. I'd like to thank my EC&I833 classmates and Alec for a great semester.